lines as always. What's up, Aquarius? Am I practicing the wrist lock? Yes, I'm always trying to make sure my wrist remains locked. Phoenix. Knife skills? You mean like the box cutter days? Not much warming up, hoping to get some work done. How are you today? I'm in the exact same situation and doing pretty good. I have to go see my family later today, so I figured I would try to get some practice beforehand. I don't really have anything to cut up, Phoenix, other than bitches who try to, you know, front. That's about it. I feel like my ellipses always look awful, no matter what I do. Dot in the middle of the page and straight lines in all directions. Oh, I see. You mean like drawing in different angles than just like a 45-degree angle? I gotcha. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. It would be nice to have like an actual space to move my arm. If you're doing something like this digitally, it wouldn't really matter as much, but this little spot I have going here is pretty limiting. Well, I could work on that for the rest of my life, so I'll end that one here. I'm gonna start up the timer real quick. Doing the lines and batches, like ellipses, switching an angle each row. Yeah, it's probably a good idea to train it in different directions for sure. Alright. So I'm gonna go back to review some of the things I was practicing yesterday and hopefully get onto this page. And I want to try to learn it the hard way, and then I'm going to watch some of the videos from Modern Day James to just sort of solidify the concepts and understand it completely, because I know he's got some really good videos about these topics, so. Alright. the mirrored curve just so it's really obvious what I'm trying to mirror. Alright, so draw a mirrored V using the corners of the rectangle and a common point on the center line. So the V, make a V here, and I'm gonna make each of these a different color. Each of the methods of doing this mirroring technique a different color. And then draw a V and a common point on the center line. Draw a horizontal line from the intersection of the curve and the diagonal until it crosses the mirror diagonal. So from here to here would be one point of the curve. And then technique 2, instead of drawing the diagonals to the corners of the rectangle, use the middle line that was generated by the original construction. So using this midline, good that you're training on the painful and challenging areas. Yeah. Well, I realize that's my biggest, the thing I don't fully understand the most. So since I feel like that's kind of my limiting skill, I figure I need to train it like the most I possibly can. And I haven't heard anything but great things about this book, and the people who have gone through it fully really seem to understand perspective. So I think it's worth just taking it day by day and just working through it. What's up, Scud King? Sort the dishes and get the tea on. Nice. That sounds like a nice, relaxing Saturday activity. And thank you for the host, Scud King.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so this was technique 2. And then 3 is deciding the point to mirror on the curve. And I'll decide on this point. Place a diagonal through that point to the center line B. Okay, so from here to here. Add a horizontal line from C to D. So the C is the top of the plane, or the rectangle. But really the plane that the mirror, the curve is going to be mirrored in. So from here to here. And then you connect it. connect this line. And then where that intersects is the point. And then let's try the top using technique 4. Yeah, and I find it pretty helpful to just like struggle through it one day and then look at it again the next day. Seems like it's making sense to me. Okay, so I start, define the point to mirror, this point here, draw a vertical and a horizontal line to create a rectangle. So here is the vertical. I'm going to bring the horizontal line to the center point, or the edge of the first rectangle. And complete that rectangle. Then use the mirror technique on this one to formally mirror it onto the other side. And then complete that rectangle. And then mirror the width of the rectangle to use the base of the mirror point. So now you have the final point there. So now we have like 4 points to connect the dots. And it looks like this. Oh, it's not the right color, but why did I just did that? And it's not really perfect, but at least I'm understanding the techniques. To see the benefits of the hard studies, a lot of people never leave the comfort zone and it hurts their progress. Well, I'm glad you can appreciate the techniques that I am studying up on Aquarius. I've noticed that myself, that it seems as though perspective and some of the really hard, like technical things are something that a lot of people get caught up, like it halts their, like you said, halts their progress. And I know it's definitely the case for myself. So when I see that there's something it's just a matter of learning it, well, you just learn it. No point in just hoping that somehow you'll magically understand it by, I mean, you can probably understand it by doing millions of hours of practice, but sometimes like there's a time to reinvent the wheel, and then sometimes there's a time to just like learn what has already been discovered for you so that you can focus on actual design and not like figuring out how to design well, how to just do the basics, you know. And anyway, I have some assignments I have to complete, and in order to do them, I need a very, very strong understanding of curves and perspective. So that's why I am working through this, so that I completely understand the task. Because otherwise I'm just going to be fumbling through it, and that's not really my particular way that I want to practice, just fumbling around in the dark. I'd rather have kind of like some guideline so that I can actually focus on the important things, basically. Not that these aren't important, but if you don't understand this stuff, it's kind of like your ability to create mental constructs is significantly lowered, in my opinion. See you, Sked King. Have a good day. Okay, so then let's see. Here's the methods have been combined. So here's a few different other ways. Maybe once I go through these methods, I'll think I'll try some of these more complex ones, but first I really want to get to this. So mirroring a 2D curve on a tilted surface and 2D curves, 3D curves in perspective. Okay, so define the tilted surface and draw a curve on it. So we're going to draw the plane. And I might make this a little bit bigger so that I'm really like seeing the whole picture. You went through a period and process when I wanted to upgrade your art skills. That's why I can relate to the paint. Ah, I see. A more disciplined approach. What do you mean? I don't know if it's really discipline as much as it is just like, I sort of think of it like I'm in school. So I think of like a teacher giving me assignments and I just have to do them. So it's like, there's no really like option whether or not you'll learn it. You just do it until it makes sense, basically. I do have to say, I think that going through college, which my classes were very difficult because there was literally no teacher. It was basically all self-taught. Even though you had professors, it was like you're on your own for actually learning how to do anything. So I think through that I sort of got this kind of just ability to grind through something that I don't understand until I do, because I didn't have an option. So, and I feel the same way now because I really want to change my career. So no one's gonna do that for me. So I have to get good. Probably should have defined this plane first, but I don't know if I get myself enough space for this. It's one of the hardest things with these. And I really don't think I did. If I have to extend that all the way, it's not gonna fit. Sit down and still more and do drills. Oh. Well, I think it comes down to how much you believe what you're doing is going to get you to your goal, I guess. I'm pretty sure a lot of people who stop by here are like, what the fuck is this random person doing? Why is she doing all this? Why don't you just do some observation studies? And it's kind of hard to say, like, I've already done that, and I've realized there's a limit to how much you can improve on that. So since I feel like I've kind of gone down that route, this is the only way I see myself improving to the level that I'm trying to improve at. Like, ultimately, I want to be able to design pretty much anything, so characters, environments, vehicles, weapons, clothes. If you can design one thing, you can basically design anything. So that's why I like this sort of perspectival approach. I don't even know if that's the word, but it's the word I'm going to use. Because really, I had a friend who was an industrial design major, and when I saw the stuff that she was able to do from all different like types of things, I realized there's just a set of fundamental skills one has to really master to really be able to draw anything. And then it's just a matter of observing the things that you want to draw and learning how they work. But most integral to all of those things is really an understanding of form and space. So basically, the way I think about this is as if I was in industrial design school right now, and I had to drill these kind of studies, these perspective studies. And I don't know exactly how they study the fundamentals at Fengju Design School. I would love to understand their fundamental curriculum because obviously it's working. But when it comes to inspiration, that's really the thought mentality that I'm trying to use when I self-train. Your career is bachelor's in architecture. That's cool. We had hardcore perspective classes, so that was helpful. Nice. Yeah, the architecture and industrial design students at my school had the same like beginner stuff, and it seemed like this is the kind of things they were doing when my friend showed me her sketchbook. Oh, and I'm starting at the 25-minute timer. I gotta keep that going so I know what time it is. Used to draw a lot, but never got to technicality of it like this. You're too lazy to learn things. Well, if you don't have a strong reason, I can see why, like, it may not be the most fun to be drawing a bunch of planes and stuff and learning these seemingly arbitrary rules. They seem very, very arbitrary until you want to make really complex things. At least to me, like I remember when I first got this book, I got it a while ago, probably like a year or two ago, and I was like, how the fuck is this teaching me how to draw? Like, what is this shit, you know? And then I did a bunch of stuff, and I'm like, I can't draw what I want because I don't know how things sit in space. So, Yes, solid understanding of perspective is very fundamental if you planning to go some distance, yeah. A clueless person might say, oh, what is this person doing? But that doesn't relate to the issue anyway. Right. Yeah, I think if the only people who don't understand the value of this work probably have not, either they haven't practiced long enough to see the roadblock in their own work, or they already think that they're, you know, at their top level of performance, so they don't need to learn anything else. Which I think in the art world is a bit of a, if you're trying to be professional, that's kind of a death sentence. Like, to think that you know it all, because nobody knows it all. Even like Kim Jong-gi, you know, even Feng Zhu, like, I mean, that guy's a master, and I mean, obviously, but I'm pretty sure they still like see ways where they can improve and train and get better all the time. And that's what makes them so good, because they're continuously like evolving, and you know, mastery isn't really something that just plops into your lap one day. It's the process of becoming, and it's like a continuous process. That's how I see it anyway. I love doing like arcs because they're just fun. Oh, look at that clean arc. Oh goodness. So that's the one we're going to be mirroring. Scott Robertson is coming from a product industrial design background also, which is perfect for me, and it's useful to learn industrial design sort of approach. For perspective, it comes in handy a lot. It's very different than the way we handle and we're taught perspective in architecture. You know, I'm curious if you have any books or resources about architectural perspective, because this does seem to be, he does have environments in here, sort of. Like, here's some environmental things, and really, like, if I can create something like this, I will be like happy, because this is the kind of stuff I want to be able to make, like this, and like if I could make that, oh man, that would be my dream. Really, this whole book is like the kind of stuff I want to be able to draw, so it's gonna take me a while, but you know, I'm in this for the long haul, so but I do wonder how other people learn perspective in relation to environment specifically. Okay, so now that it took me that long just to draw this step 1, let's go to step 2. Use the plane mirroring technique to create the mirrored plane on which the mirrored curve will sit. What the fuck? Okay, oh, the plane mirroring technique that we learned back here. Oh, Jesus. This is about rotating tilted planes. Oh, wait. Okay, this is just a tilted plane. Okay, not a tilted and rotated plane. So, going back to this lesson. Okay, now we have to actually apply this again. The only thing is this time like, what is going on with that? Like, what's that for? Okay, so I'm gonna outline my main plane, my mirror, with just this highlighter. What's up, albino ladybird? Oh, okay. Studying perspective tips from Robertson. 2005, wow. Wow. That was a while ago. And his webpage and some forums. Is that how he started his stuff? Like through online forums and things? I love that little emote, albino. I wish I could like Kirby hug back at you. Okay, so this is the mirrored plane. So I guess I just extend this. He does it like weird in this one. I don't know why he's doing this thing up here. I'm gonna look at some James videos real quick. Modern day James, see if he has something on this. He has, oh, is he streaming right now? He has some really good breakdowns. Sometimes his things make, other things make more sense for me. I'm doing good. Glad streaming to proper time according to you. What time is it for you, albino? Not sure, but my exposure to him was through online tips he started posting. Could have been teaching, giving lectures. Oh, I see. That's cool. That you like saw Scott Robertson in his OG days.
Hey guys, I'm modern day Jake.
Okay, I don't know if he has curves in here. Let's see if he has mirrored planes.
Just really work on that draftsmanship. I want everyone to feel comfortable with taking a straight line.
By the way, if anybody here is interested in art, this guy's channel is really cool. I'm really a big fan
Another great
of
exercise
modern day
is
James. 7:52. Oh, wow. So you're in, are you like somewhere in Britain or something? Maybe I have my times wrong. Maybe you're in, like, Australia? I have no idea. It's a big jump. There weren't many sources for learning online at that time. Yeah, there really weren't. They really weren't back then, not in 2000. Because the internet was, I mean, still really new back then. Like, I feel like the internet didn't even become, like, huge until, like, 2015. Like, I mean, it was there, but I feel like it just exploded in terms of, like, people's perception of how useful it is really late in the game. Now, you always have those, like, specialist people who are, like, artists or people who are learning and trying to research things who obviously were using the internet far before that. And then you have meme lords as well. But when it comes to, like, the general populace, I feel like, yeah, no one knew about it until, like, Instagram or something. Cyprus? Cyprus? Where is that at? Is that Cyprus? Oh, country off the Mediterranean. I see. Okay. Cool. I've never heard of that. What's up, Tim Spice? Have I ever dealt with learned helplessness and procrastinating? That's a great question. Personally, I wouldn't say that I... yeah, to some degree. Like,
I'm estimating.
I don't know if I would call it learned helplessness for myself rather than like just
Now I'm just adding a reflection.
mental exasperation of having too many things to do at once, and maybe that is a learned helplessness, I don't know. But what in particular do you mean, Tim Spice? When it comes to procrastinating, the only times I've ever done that is when either there's something I really, 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 really hate to do, and I don't want to do it at all, or when for some reason I think that what I'm doing I don't really have a good reason for it. So like, if I think that I can't succeed at it, you know? So if I get too perfectionistic about things, sometimes I've had a tendency to procrastinate in the past. You have it with everything. Interesting. So in what way do you mean? Okay, so this is just... Oh, here we go, mirroring planes. Oh! James, our Lord and Savior. Yeah, basically I think he pretty much just gets some exercises off of Scott Robertson and explains them a little bit easier. Sometimes just having someone explain it in a different way can really help. The dial-up times, oh yes. The good old days. Firing up the computer, you're on the internet like 8 hours later. What the fuck is happening to my computer? A master in the art of procrastination, huh? What a thing to be a master in. I'm trying to watch this video, but my computer is taking a shit right now. It's like out of commission at the moment. But yeah, when it comes to the idea of learned helplessness, you know, the ultimate solution is to realize you can literally do anything if you actually try and believe that you can. If you don't even believe you can do something, your chances of doing it are pretty slim. But trust me, like, I've had to overcome a lot of like beliefs. Jesus Christ, what is wrong with my computer right now? Alright, let me turn this off. Let me close some tabs. God. I understand people love their Windows machines, but this is why Mac takes a shit on Windows. Just kidding, it's probably just a performance issue, but I just never have these issues with my Mac. Which you probably have like 8 million people who would say the opposite. So I just wanted to say that to trigger somebody. Lilybite, what's up? Why am I up so early? Well, that's a great question. I went to sleep at like 4 a.m. by accident. And then I woke up at like 10 and I'm like, or 9, and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with me? I get so much other stuff done while I'm trying to avoid the actual work. Well, sometimes that can be a good thing. Alright, YouTube, please. It's just YouTube. It's YouTube. I'm not... Oh, it's probably because I'm downloading something. That's probably why. Downloading and streaming and watching like 3 videos. Let me close this one.
I'd like to move on to some techniques that will
Boxes this early. Oh yes, girl.
If you haven't
Boxes
seen
all day,
any
air
of
day.
these, I urge you to look at that
I
first.
live by the word of
Find
the
that video by
box.
clicking the link here. So we're going to begin by duplicating rectangles in perspective. We're going to multiply them in 1 point and 2 point perspective.
Alright,
And
so
mirror them horizontally and vertically.
I just want to see his method for rotating the planes in perspective.
Duplicate in perspective. These techniques can be very confusing, especially if
Oh,
you're
does
new
he
to
got some
them. So make sure you take the time to fully understand
Some-
and pause the video if you need.
cinnamon toast crunch in the background?
So in order for us to duplicate a rectangle in perspective, we first need to understand how to do it when we're looking at it straight on, in an orthographic.
If anybody... Shit!
Modern day James here. I'm back for another tutorial.
Damn it, I accidentally
continue
clicked the
our
button. God damn it, I just had it loaded.
Hey guys, Modern Day James here. I'm back for part 2 of
If anybody
Now that
wants
we've-
that video I'm
orthographic
watching,
view.
I linked it.
We can find the center of the rectangle we've
Look at this. I love how on YouTube there's always just a couple of dickheads who have to dislike something. Like, let me downvote this video.
created. By drawing a line from opposite corners.
What's wrong with these people?
The point at which both lines intersect is the center.
Poltergeist. Nah. My poltergeist isn't here.
Now in order for me to duplicate a rectangle of the same size next to it, I'm extending the horizontal line back in perspective
Okay,
by
got
doing the
that
same.
part, got that
That
part.
intersect going to be mirroring
There we
the
go.
rectangle across.
That's mirroring a rectangle, but let's watch it anyway. Honestly, you could do these
Again, I'm
exercises a
finding the
lot
center
of
the
times.
rectangle by drawing 2 lines that connect opposing corners. I extend the lengths of this rectangle beyond the plane of the mirror. Again, drawing a line that emerges from the corner and intersects that center point will allow me to find where my width lines will be.
Oh.
I'm going to do the same thing, except now I'm going to mirror the rectangle vertically. This second rectangle will represent the mirror that we're going to be duplicating across. I'm extending the verticals that are emerging from the corners until they meet with the mirror that I've just created. Now we're just going to do the same thing again. Draw a line from corner to corner to find the center. Extend that center line. Now create a line from the corner that intersects the mirror plane. Where it meets with the dotted vertical line is where our mirrored rectangle should be placed. I extend these lines back towards the right vanishing point until they intersect with the verticals. I extend these. Where it meets with the dotted vertical line is where our mirrored rectangle should be placed. Extend that center line. Now create a line from the corner that intersects the mirror plane. Where it meets with the dotted
The whole
vertical
stream
line
is white?
where our mirrored rectangle should be placed.
Oh, you mean like the walls, the table, the
Extend these
paper,
lines back towards
my
the right
hair, the
vanishing
shirt.
point until they intersect with the verticals.
Well, it goes with the name after all. Okay, so this is the plane. What is going on here?
I extend these lines back towards the right
Oh, okay.
I extend these lines back towards the right vanishing point until they intersect with the verticals. This is going to be the hardest technique in the entire tutorial. I start by establishing our ground plane and adding some vertical lines.
Oh, that's the part we're getting to, but I just wanted to see his method for this. Well, I am at it. I always wanted to go through his videos in depth, but I haven't gone through this series yet. Hello, Absurdister. Yes. The nails are nice contrast. Gotta mix it up, you know. I did change my hair. Yeah. So it's a little bit different. It's basically the same color overall, but there's just like a tint in it sort of right now, so it just takes time to wash out. But I'm gonna be putting a pink. I've got this like pink shampoo stuff, so I want to have like a slight pink tint because pink is awesome, you know. When's the next nail trim? Probably in like a week or so. When this one, once I start seeing some evidence of fading or something, I'll probably do it again. But I try to keep it as long as possible. And did you actually like the nail trim? Because I honestly thought that was so embarrassing to even think of doing that, but I was just like, fuck it. Why not? Thank you, Absurdister. MPM Hall, what is up? Mike, if I recall correctly. How is it going? Haven't seen you in a minute, dude. Okay, so this one, I should have followed this all the way down.
This is going to be the hardest technique in the entire
No,
tutorial.
James, you're going too fast.
I start by establishing our ground plane and adding some vertical lines. I create a curve that's going to act as our center line.
So what we did here was really we established this plane. I'll just color it with this blue. And then also it's going to be down here too. And I'll put the music back on soon when I finish this video. But yeah, it was this plane and this one. And this one's like overlapping, so it's going to be a little bit... I guess should do this and you can show that it's like a different... I don't know how to really show that. Cheap printer paper. The ruiner of pens and doesn't show up markers very well. Oh, well, thank you, Absurdister. I appreciate that. White hair has always been my favorite. All my Guild Wars characters and every character I ever make on computer games always has white hair, so I'm happy that I basically got paid to finally dye my hair for the first time, and so now I'm just kind of like, yep, I'm gonna keep it like this because I like it.
Imagine as though
I guess it is a pretty good environment to chat. That's true.
Taken a cross section or a slice through something.
Like Siri?
With our center
Isn't her
line
hair a little more
established,
like
I create lines
gray?
heading towards the
Or
left.
no, actually it is white.
I establish the width of the curve by now creating a second line.
Yeah, I moved my... Basically, I have like a screen, and my camera's sitting on the screen, and I couldn't see it from where it was, so I just moved my whole screen over. So yeah, the camera's a little different as well. But I changed that a couple weeks ago, I think. Maybe just last week, but yeah, I had this setup, this room. God, I need to clean it and organize it because it just literally piles of papers everywhere of all the stuff I've been practicing, and just pens. It's just a complete mess. I need to fix it like so bad. This is why I need to just hire like some willing like maids to just clean my house. By hire I mean enslave, but like in a good way, you know.
Fine.
All right.
Towards that right vanishing, and adding some.
Okay. So we mirrored the plane. Now we're gonna get to the part that I was trying to get to, but I wanted to go through that as well.
This is going to be the hardest technique in the entire tutorial.
Oh yes, that old setup, man. Now I actually have a chair. But if I was trying to do Cosplay, I would still have to use the floor because, well, I could use this desk setup, but I'd have to move everything if I were to do that. But I still don't think I'd have enough space because, like, when you have you just need a lot of space. But yeah, yep, plenty of time, just chilling on the floor. I do like sitting on floors. There's no furniture in my house except for this chair, the office chair for basically my boyfriend's room, and there's another like chair like this, but there's no like couches or anything. It's just the floor, and then my my workout bench, if you call that a chair. But yeah. I
start by establishing
floor
our ground
seating.
plane.
I do have little pillows though. Okay.
I create a curve that's going to act as our center line. Imagine as though we've taken a cross section or a slice through something. With our center line established, I create lines heading towards the left vanishing point. I establish the width of the curve by now creating a second line towards that right vanishing point. Now I'm creating verticals that will show where the center line is in relation to the ground plane.
I gotta listen to that again.
I start by establishing our ground plane and adding some vertical lines. I create a curve that's going to act as our center line. Imagine as though we've taken a cross section or a slice through something.
Oh, Peacekeeper 101. Aw, thank you. Appreciate it. Next a bar stool, then it's a ladder with a seat up top, and so on. Whoa, we'll measure your channel growth by how high you are above sea level. Well, I will say, if there was a flood, I would at least be about 3 feet off the ground right now. So I'm moving on up there, man. At least I'm not on the floor anymore. Maid and lawn service. You're Mexican, remember? I live for that stuff. 48 to $2 an hour. Well, Phoenix, come on over and yes, please clean my house, please. I need like a mom to just do all my shit. Like, yeah, I was listening to this one video about a guy, and he was like, yeah, I never done laundry in my life. My mom either did it or I got my girlfriends to do it, and I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? This is bullshit. I've had to do my laundry since I was 7. You'll be my mom.
With our center line established, I create lines heading towards the left vanishing point. I establish the width of the curve by now creating a second line towards that right vanishing point.
See, that's the great thing about the modern era. Anyone can be anyone's mom.
In relation to the ground plane.
Like, apparently I'm
Arashi's
mom, even though he's a year older than me. Somehow I'm his mom, even though I don't do anything for him. In terms of housework or anything. I guess that's not the only thing moms do, but
Dotted lines that I'm making are representing a... Now I'm creating verticals that will show where the center line is.
Why did he decide to make it that length?
Or center line. Imagine as though we've taken a cross section or a slice through something. With our center line established.
Oh, about the same.
Lines heading towards the left vanishing point. I establish the width of the curve by now creating a second line towards that right vanishing point.
Oh, the width of the...
Now I'm creating verticals that will show where the center line is in relation to the ground plane. I extend the center line out towards the established width, although I kind of messed up the perspective here just a little bit. These dotted lines that I'm making are representing a cross-section that's perpendicular to the center line we've already established. These cross-sections will help us create an identical curve that's away from the center line. Now I'm doing the same thing again, just at another point on the center line. And one more time. We'll do the final cross section here at the vertical that we established in the beginning. Now, by
Ooh.
connecting all these vertices, we've duplicated that curve. Using our rectangle duplication methods from earlier, we
Yay.
can mirror these cross sections and create another
Okay.
identical curve further away in perspective.
More mirroring fun. What? Oh, is he extending the...
We can mirror these cross sections.
You've never done laundry? You gave it to a laundry service? How do you get a laundry service? I need to hire, I need to do that. Like, honestly, the only reason I have slacked on my laundry is because last time, like, my washer, I'm really afraid of it ripping all my stuff because it ripped my clothes, including my like work clothes that I spent money on, and I honestly think I should try to sue over it. Like, give me my fucking money back, dude. But anyway, so I've been like kind of reluctant to do stuff, so I have this like really ghetto, like tiny washer that I just, oh my god, I hate using it. But anyway, yeah, I think a service would be nice. John, hello, what's up?
And create another identical curve further away in perspective.
And yeah, laundry is probably the most boring thing I could possibly imagine doing with my time. I'm with you there. The question is how do you know how far to go?
In mirroring over that cross section, I've now figured out the width on the other side.
Okay, I gotta watch this again.
Now, by connecting all these vertices, we've duplicated that curve. Using our rectangle duplication methods from earlier, we can mirror these cross sections and create another identical curve further away in perspective.
Oh. This is so cool. This geometry shit is just awesome. Seems a little bit long, but okay. It's a thing. There are places where you kind of give your clothes and come back in 2 days and they'll have it washed and ironed and folded. Oh my god, really? The laundry machine seems to enjoy it. Your mom has one. Mom! Oh man. Maybe I should Google that. I wonder how much they would charge. If it was like $10, I would do it. Like, I would do it in a heartbeat. Because I feel like that's so much time I could save. But
In mirroring over that cross section,
especially considering the way I had to do it. Like, ugh.
I've now figured out the width on the other side.
Some activities are just not value added. You know, it's better to just outsource them to someone who could do it more efficiently. Okay, so this is now the line going from here to here, and now from here extend this out. I don't know why this seems so long.
I'm expanding
but-
out from the center line until I meet the further width. And there I create another vertical. Now that all my cross sections are done in this side, I connect them with a single curve. I'm adding a little extra line weight to emphasize the entirety of the silhouette.
I'm just gonna highlight this as the main mirror.
And that's it for part 2, guys. Try these techniques out for yourself until you feel comfortable with them. And if you like the video, please subscribe. Maybe
Okay, let's see what he did after that. So just extended these out.
I'm expanding out from the center line until I meet the further width. And there I create another vertical.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Now that all my cross sections are done in this side, I connect them with a single curve. I'm adding a little extra line weight to emphasize the entirety of the silhouette. And that's it for part 2, guys. Try these techniques out for yourself.
Okay. Now that I think about it, when it comes to adult stuff that adults do, except for looking like one, I don't do much. That's hilarious. Hey man, some adults, they don't do those things because they have someone else to do them. So it's all a matter of perspective, really. Perspective. Eh. Alright, this goes up here. So essentially we just created a plane, then mirrored it over this pink plane over here to copy this curve. Wait. Yeah, I guess so, okay. Except why does that look so... Oh. So yeah, just make sure your verticals are actually vertical, because otherwise... And like I said, somehow I did something wrong, so this looks really, really long. Which is throwing off my curve trajectories, so... But essentially, like, it would look like that. But, like, actually correct. So, I mean, this is basically the beginnings of something like vehicle construction and stuff. Cool. And some are just lazy. I would fall into that category, John. I wouldn't say lazy. I'm just like, I have other things that I prioritize. So I just do what I think is important. My policy has always been, no matter what anyone says, anything I can get away with not doing, I don't do. I've been forced to doing some things when I lived alone, but that was about it. I don't care what the popular opinion is. Unless you want to help me do it, you don't get to say how I deal with that stuff. Good point. If you don't like to do something, then why do it? If you can outsource that. Like, truly. Phoenix, what? You'd love to join, John? Would you like to join Absurdister in his absurd desire to only do what he wants to do? How dare you have that desire, Absurdister? I'm gonna get some more water and some tea, and I'll be right back. And then we'll get back onto mirroring this plane. Now, this plane's a little bit different than this one, so maybe he goes into it. Oh, he talks about ellipses next. Oh, actually, this is pretty much the same, but he just builds out the curves of the planes like this. I don't know what the benefit is of this over this, or when you would use that versus this. But let me get some tea, and then I'm going to try to tackle this page and see where we can get. I have a feeling that this covers this based on what I'm looking at here, which actually, yeah, it does cover it precisely, but then we can work through it again, really solidify the concept. And then what's after that? Oh, cool. Then I think what I'm going to do is go through. I need to also look at this one, mirroring rotated tilted planes, just to try to think through it. And then eventually I'm going to get started on some specific tasks related to depicting real forms like animals and people with these kind of building blocks, basically. Oh, you'd love to join the lazy category. I would like to join that category too. I wouldn't say I'm fully lazy, but I'm just lazy on certain things, like, you know, why do your laundry until you can wait till the very, very last possible second? All right, I'll be right back. Alright, I was just informed maybe I should actually use like I have a BRB sign, which I always forget to put up, but I need to start doing that. So it's not just like a chair stream. Although, I don't know, maybe some people like the pillow pet though, so, you know, it's a toss-up. Hello Tipperino. What's up? I define lazy differently. I don't like just sitting around, for instance. I can't stand it. I occupy my time with doing things I like. Work stuff, writing, drawing, finding new ideas online, making silly art stuff, and so on. And I hate sleeping. I try to stay awake as much as possible and just want to keep myself mentally stimulated. So when it comes to the mundane day-to-day stuff, if that's the only criteria, then I'm lazy for sure. But when it comes to things I enjoy, I'm constantly active. I am with you, Absurdister. I don't know. I think some people find enjoyment out of laundry. Those are some magical sorts of people, I have to admit. I wish I was a little more like that. Well, it was between the BRB sign or the chair, but I mean, it's an exciting chair, so, you know, gotta have some respect for the chair. Okay, so back to this attempt here. So it looks like he's extending this line. I don't know to what degree. Oh, okay, let's see if we can figure this out. Oh wait, I'm using this one. So and this is going up, and I don't really know why he put it up as high as he did. Like, what defines the distance to go here? I think I almost established a telepathic link with the pillow pet. Grandpa Mishma! What's up, Mishma? Yay, you got it working. Dude, what's up, Grandpa? Okay, see, this is why I love... We were just talking about how there's someone who comes to my stream, his name is, I call him Arashi-kun, and he's my son, or I'm his mom, but he's a year older than me, and you're Grandpa Mishma, even though you're, like, younger than me. So I don't know, I just think it's funny. At least I think you're younger than me. I don't remember actually. I think you are. Pretty sure. Alright, I guess I'm trying to look at this. So he has this here. I get like this. But why is this the height that it's at? I don't really know why. I think it has something to do with there we go. The age gap according to our age. There we go. It is a big family here. Can you be like a distant uncle who occasionally drunk calls and sends holiday cards? Absolutely, Absurdister. I'm okay with that. Are you actually like an uncle that does that in real life, by chance? So, I'm trying to understand how to go from this to, well, in this example, this is it's like I need another plane or something. I'll admit, I don't understand what's going on here at all anymore. Like, how do you just throw in a new technique without ever explaining it? Scott Robertson, what are you doing, man? Okay, well, I see where this is going. This is just an angle extension of this vertical line, which isn't really vertical on my page, which may be causing a problem. But this side is just an extension, which is cool. And then this part, I guess he just chooses arbitrarily to make it a certain distance. Oh, you don't call anyone? Looks like advanced geometry study. Yeah, it's that's what it feels like right now. Pretty lost, but you know, I think if I just try going through the motions, maybe I'll understand what planes he's using, and if not, I'll just keep trying. Or I might just move on to this one after completing this. Your nieces are all teenagers. What on earth would you have to talk to them about? I can identify with that. No common ground with family sometimes. Looks like headache. Daily drawing, what's up? Do it slammer so you have better line control? What do you mean by slammer? And hello, by the way. You own that book. It's like an entire university course compressed into one book. Yes, that's what it seems like. I finished it in 3 months. I recommend to master one exercise before moving to the next one. Okay. That's what I've been doing so far. Except I did skip one, so maybe that's why I'm sort of confused. I did skip this one, but I don't see the same thing being used in this part. But yeah, I can imagine it'll take me a few months to get through this for sure. What I really just don't get is why did he extend this up here when he says use the plane mirroring technique to create the mirrored plane on which the mirrored curve will sit. But like when he talks about the plane mirroring technique over here, it has nothing to do with a random thing sticking up. Like, I just don't know where that came from. And then when I want to try to follow this one, it's like maybe I drew it weird, but I don't know how to make this plane going toward the mirror plane the way that it looks now. Honestly, I'm just gonna walk through this again and just see if anything clicks. Not used, but same principles. I see. This is more like a projection of a curve from one plane to another angled plane. All you need is to extend the horizontal reference point and find where it intersects the vertical plane. Oh, you mean like this? Well, wait, does it do it at like a different angle than, like, what is this thing? And find where it intersects the vertical plane. So it intersects here, but then like how do I multiply this way in the proper way, you know? Like, I mean, I could just eye it, but that's not working. Oh, the convergence is wrong. For which plane? This one? The blue one, by chance? Because that looks pretty wrong to me. Or do you mean these lines? I wish I could have like a mirror ability to mirror. Maybe if I look at it horizontal, going to left vanishing point. Horizontal, these ones. Are these ones supposed to go to the same vanishing point as these ones? The blue plane and also the pink plane, which I'm going to color in pink. From the angled plane, if you take any point on the curve, angled plane, pink one, if you take any point on the curve, draw a vertical line downwards to the bottom horizontal plane level, and you extend it to the central vertical plane, and you go up vertically from that point. Oh. Okay. Unfortunately, I don't quite understand what my mistake is with the convergence. I don't know which one it is, daily drawing, but Aquarius, so you're saying if you take any point like this one, and I'll do some different color, just and then extend it to this one. So now it's connected to that. Then would you do the extension from here? Damn it. I can imagine drawing with my hand halfway on my laptop is not the most clean way to draw. But, okay. So I think I get like that kind of replication. Like if you make the planes under the curve. But specifically with this way he's trying to show it, I just don't understand what's going on with this thing up here. Like, why does he have this random box up there? I think, oh, I don't understand what the orange line should be parallel to the vertical axis. Uh-huh. Oh, okay. Oh, what's this video? Tim Spice. After I watched Force Awakens until 2:30, I watched Gojira videos with lyrics until 6. Sounds like a nice evening, Crashing Atom. Welcome back to reality and into the stream, dude. Yeah. Well, I really wanted to understand what Daily Drawing was saying, but I just don't know. Like, I know he said, look how they spread, but I don't know what. Like, to me, I don't see how that is wrong, really. Clearly, I don't have an eye for convergence yet, completely. But, did I do a tilted plane mirroring exercise? I did do it, but I should probably do it again, and do it even again. So I'm probably I was actually just about to do that, and then I was reading you guys' messages. The orange line goes further, it has to hit a point in the same level at the bottom plane, not the bottom plane itself. Oh. Draw and cry time, excellent. We come to this stream to cry together, don't worry. I'm internally crying right now. Yeah, probably Aquarius. So from the beginning, all the horizontals should converge to one vanishing point. When you say horizontals, do you mean for the mirrored plane and also the mirroring plane, which is in blue, and also the tilted plane, which is in pink? All of those should go to the same vanishing point? Because if so, I do see that they're not equal. All horizontals, okay. What's up, Meme Lord? Look at us all crying together. It's alright, guys, we have each other. Since that plane is slanted, imagine a thread with a weight hanging from the reference point of the curve. Try to imagine where it would be aiming towards. Okay. Okay, well let me just try to let's go back to the basics. Let's do the mirroring the tilted planes exercise again. And if I am doing anything with the convergence incorrectly, because I noticed that the mirrored plane here, the mirroring plane in the dotted lines, has a different vanishing point, which is I guess right on the right side. Then this one, it's like two different vanishing points between the tilted plane and the mirroring. So that's what I was trying to do, but that's why I'm a little confused which ones are supposed to be converging. But I should probably be just ghosting these lines and not dealing with the dotted line stuff because it's confusing me. And also I noticed his mirroring plane is not, there's not two verticals, they're not actually vertical. They're kind of like, it's like there's a vanishing point down here that they're converging to. But I'm gonna try to just make them vertical. Let's see. Okay, let me read. Save your tears of cone of vision and curvilinear. Oh yes. Scott doesn't say one important thing, that your perspective system is different for each object in your scene. Yeah, conveniently leave that one out. I actually did learn that concept through Draw a Box though. I get super pissed when I suck at these things. For example, if you had 3 objects with it, which are tilted mirror plane, Uber, Black, Torn, thank you for the follow by the way. If you have 3 objects which are mirror plane, tilted plane, and plane to be mirrored, all of them on the same horizon line, but will use different vanishing points. Okay, gotcha. Thank you for saying that very succinctly. Let's see. So you were specifically talking about, I guess, the mirroring plane then? Maybe I need a straight edge real quick to just show where my lines are converging. So I can actually just like map it out without trying to see it, but actually just prove what's going on here. Oops. So these two have this convergence pattern, which I can't say I think is wrong. But let's try these ones. Maybe you meant this one. I will say the lines are very messy. That's probably contributing to some difficulty reading. Okay. This one. This one does appear to be... It's like it's not converging. It's more like it's slightly turning away. Is this the one that you meant? Let's just check what's going on here. I don't want to put this on my gel pen, so I'm doing something weird right now. They converge toward the viewer, which won't ever happen. Oh. Okay, so instead of converging back here to the left vanishing point, and then it would have to go to some horizon line somewhere. Trying to understand like the relationship between this and the horizon line now. I just want to say thank you for putting in your input. These kind of things are really, really helpful to me. So just thinking about it from like, I can't see my mistakes, so I really appreciate your feedback. This book fucks my brain. Soldi Mono, you're not alone. Oh, you see the problem? Daily drawing? Draw a horizon line, then draw 2 VPs spread apart. Is it okay if I put the horizon line anywhere? Too technical, not like this. Should I start over, like on a different page? Like here, I don't even know where the horizon line would be, to be honest with you. Up here? Because these, well... To be honest, I don't see anything converging toward anything, unless it's like down here. Okay. Okay, let's start with horizon line. Can I draw with crap all over my desk? These are the tough questions. That's not a very straight line, but alright. So we got left VP, right VP. Okay, start with the mirror plane. So I'm guessing if I copy the mirror plane concept from the book, it would be convergent to the right vanishing point. So it would need to be like on the horizon line. Oh, maybe not on it, but... maybe I need to put it lower. Damn it. It's like this one needs to go like this. Sorry, I have a random line that shouldn't be there. And this is just me trying to get the angle that I see out of the book. Draw a plane that will converge to the right VP. Oh, it's too big? Oh, how come it's too big? Should it be like... Alright, let's do another page. Probably a straight edge would be a good idea to eliminate any uncertainty, but... Oh, okay. Is this still too big? Or does it need to be closer to the... Okay. That's true. I did pick up the ruler in case I need to use it. Okay, so now we have the plane. So now I just add the other plane next to it, tilted somehow. Now get another VP, right side of right VP. Okay. Oh, I think I see where you're going. I think I see where you're going here. You slept for a long time, Koi. So using this VP, that's where you use the plane to be mirrored, I guess. I think is where you're going with that. Cool. Yay, daily drawing! Thank you for this help. And I'll just use this ruler for now, just to save some time. I don't really know how long to make it, but I'm guessing technically it shouldn't really matter if you're just trying to mirror something. So then complete the... Now that alone is honestly eye-opening because I was really just trying to go off of like convergence, but didn't really know what to do. I do not have the autoplay enabled, but I can play that song for you, CG Woo. I turned off autoplay because people would just submit too much troll stuff. Hello, Inept Deity. What a name, Inept Deity. Okay, get the lines from the tilted plane and get them to the left VP. Okay. Okay. Aquarius. Alright, so now I'm going to... Oh, extend it further? Really? How far does it need to go? Should I just extend it all the way there for now? Let's do it. Great song, by the way. Like, I don't know what it is about the song that I love, like the chords maybe, but it's so good. Alright, so I went further than a few centimeters. All the way to the VP. I figured we'd just go for the whole thing, you know. Because I don't know how far to like extend it. It seems arbitrary to me, so I guess I still run into the problem of like, now how do I know where to shorten it? Oh, does it, Aquarius? I would love to hear a Muse's cover of that. Okay, so now that we have the, well, I guess we defined a just this plane somewhere here. I'm probably gonna mess this up, but does this need to be at the... Like, it's not necessary to be at the bottom of the plane, of the mirrored plane, right? Like... Oh. Okay. Or does this need to end at the bottom? Like, should the line be here, basically? At this intersection point between the mirroring plane and the tilted plane? Make verticals where the lines cross the mirror plane. Oh, okay. Okay. Alright, Aquarius. Just play this song like a million covers for the next like 6 hours. I do love, is his name Matthew Bellamy or Benamy? Bellamy, right? I do love his voice. What do I do when it's like past the plane? Alright, extend the plane, add 8 billion more lines to completely confuse everyone, including yourself. Did I like do that? What the fuck? What? Why does this... What the hell? This one doesn't even go to the vanishing point. You know, sometimes you just wonder, what the hell are you doing to yourself? What? What did I direct this to? Like, this is literally not even going to the vanishing point. Copy the point closest to us, this one. Point closest to us, this one? Well, now I feel like my plane is not even right, so I don't... How did I possibly not line that up? Okay, I'm starting over. Again, let's just do it down here. Oh my god. Jesus. Okay, I'm gonna make this one small for the sake of hopefully fitting it inside of the plane, a mirroring plane. And I'm just gonna go all the way for fun. With my hand in the way. Alright, let's go back to our... Who knows what this is. Go exercise back and copy just a small plane with no tilt. Maybe I should. I mean, I get the whole X. I could honestly do all of these like a million more times, to be honest with you. No, wait. You have the information you need, but it's not... It's like off the plane, so... Okay, I'm just gonna keep going with this. Alright, okay, so where it intersects... Now it's like super tiny, but whatever. And I'm assuming you would just do this again. You're probably right, I do need to review this one. So, how long does it take to internalize this shit? Now, if only there was a Deftones cover of that song too. All right, I can feel myself really crying internally now. Now we know we're doing art. This is what it's all about. Just sobbing to yourself inside, like. Just continue to do your exercise, go through it, get to another point, be like, oh wait, I gotta go back again. Get to another point, be like, oh wait, I gotta go back again, and then just rinse and repeat for the rest of your life for 3 months, which is, I guess, the rest of your life. For some portion of that rest of your life. Okay. Because when I was using this one, I mean, I should just have to do that, but that's such a small, like, distance, so it seems weird. But I guess that's technically right. Yeah, it's just super thin. Alright, so now that we have this, this is supposed to be extended to this plane, which I feel like would never happen because the angle of difference is so small. All the way off the page here. Yeah, basically that's never gonna converge because it's so fucking tiny. Oh my god, fuck this shit. Alright. So there's a point B off the fucking page, and then multiplication technique to mirror the point D, which is over here. So this is point A, this is C, this is D, micro-sized. Draw a line between B and D, so D and some point somewhere off the fucking page. A point in oblivion. And then perspective grid. So I believe it's here to the top here. So there's basically this plane. And ultimately I'm doing this so that I can do the other thing. Who knows if I'm gonna be able to after this. And then this plane. It's not very angled at all. Or tilted, but yeah, I think that's the idea. But I'm glad that I learned the thing about the horizon line, because I was totally not really thinking of it that way, so I really appreciate that daily drawing. Yay! Chickens! Oh! How are the chickens, Lily? Crashing Adam! I'll just draw this inverted owl until I die. Wait, why are you still drawing that fucking owl, Adam? You might want to move it to something else before you blow your head off with owls. What's up, Busy420? How did your road trip go, man? What's an acceptable amount of throwing things during learning how to draw? You know, I would say any amount is acceptable and to be expected. A human avatar. Well, I appreciate that, Izzy420. The owl was good. You're now cool. Okay, okay. I'm glad the owl's treating you right. You drew over 800 paper sheets during Robertson. Okay. Okay, I see what you mean. The only thing is, how do you know whether or not you've mastered it? Like, I thought that I had figured this one out. But maybe I should do it in a bunch of different planes and just work on it like a million times before doing the next one, I guess. And there's always like those little things that he misses out on. Like, he doesn't like say everything I think he could say. No, I'm not going out tonight. I'm hanging out with my family. Which I need to actually be ready for. Chickens are more alive. Nice, Lily. When you do it quickly with a lot of different planes in different scenarios, when you can do it blindfolded. That's when you've mastered it. Okay. And you've done 800 motherfucking pages of this. That's amazing. So, okay. So you try it in a lot of different scenarios. And that's really the kind of study that I when you said you're doing 3 months of it, that's exactly what I think, the way I'm thinking about how I need to approach this training. It's like train this every day and do some other exercises that I'm working through so that I don't blow my brains out with frustration of just doing one particular thing. I look ready? Well, I'm just wearing a basic t-shirt, so I guess I'm ready to go, bust one out on the town, man, in my t-shirt. I moved away into different stuff, harder, more melodic, more dynamic, asyncopated. On Uber Blackburn, when you can do this stuff without having to actively think about it. Good point. Neo Terra R, why am I learning this? Because I want to be able to draw literally anything. It feels like that because it's a simplified, limited version of what perspective can be, but in a way, it's easier to cover some practical ground. I see. Learn approach, set hangouts for tomorrow, and show you how to tackle things like that. Hey man, I'm down. I'm down to... That's actually, yeah, why I started this stream, to meet people who are interested in art and shit, so... hey dude, let me send you my Discord link. Hold on a sec. Yeah, if any of you guys are into art or whatever and you wanna chat and shit, go ahead and click that and yeah. That's like the stream official link. I should probably rename it. But I do believe in cuddles over kills, so... Yes, just hanging with family. Transformed for that? I don't know what you mean by transformed. All I did was put my hair up so my bangs weren't in my face. But I guess if putting your bangs up transforms you, I guess that's what I did. It was pretty fucking easy. Okay, well, I have to go get ready to go do what I just said, go visit my family, so probably going to end the stream now. And I hope I can stream later tonight. I don't know for sure what we're doing or how long we are going to be doing it, but typically I try to limit my time doing anything to like no more than 4 hours because I don't want to do anything besides draw, so... Or like watch videos about drawing, or maybe videos about chicken tendies. Cool. Your nickname is Amav. Cool. Up tomorrow evening. Awesome. Cool. Thanks, Daily Drawing, for the offer. I'll definitely be excited to check that out. And Neo Terrar, thank you for the follow. And yeah. I'm excited that there is another person willing to share their knowledge and shit. That's really cool. Ah, you teach kids, so you got this down. Nice, nice. That's cool. You teach kids art and perspective and stuff? Cause like if so, that's amazing. That's such a good skill, especially to teach children so they can like have that spatial awareness of stuff. I think it's cool anyway. Perspective mostly. That's awesome. I remember the only perspective I learned was just basic, like 2 point, 1 point. That's all they taught us in school. But I would barely say they taught us. They were just like, dude, there's not much to learn when you're just drawing like one single box and not ever using it for anything. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I bet teaching kids mean you have to really have a firm understanding of it. On a hangout, Crashing Adam. Are you in the Discord? Because we can just do an everyone tag when it's starting or whatever. Or if you have your own stream, daily drawing, we can also come to that, of course. You came when you were learning how to sew and now you're drawing. I know, it's basically a coffin. I'm not giving up on that. Eventually I'm going to move into that, but I wanted to put my resources where I know I can develop faster with... yeah. But eventually I do want to do more sewing and stuff, because I like clothes, but... sewing and things costs a lot of money and resources. Leanho Eracon, hello. Yes, you are, Adam. I sent the link. Fucking click that link, dude. Sweaters and beanies. I feel like sewing is so hard, though. I have no reference points with sewing. At least with drawing, I started earlier. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Your nickname is Sassy Sluts? Crashing Adam? Alright then. Oh, how are you doing on the sewing, Izzy? Dev7RT, hello. Awesome. Alright. Well guys, it was nice meeting some new people today and hanging out. So I will see you guys later, either tonight or sometime tomorrow. So have fun and enjoy your weekend, guys. Peace.